Hello everyone! Today's joke of the day is why are celebrities so cool? Stay tuned to find out. Our learning target for today is I can graph linear equations in any form. So first, let's review graphing from slope-intercept form. Remember, we're going to start with the y-intercept and move according to the slope. So here in slope-intercept form, we have y equals mx plus b, where y, or m, is equal to the slope, and b is equal to the y-intercept. Now remember, the y-intercept, that's where our line intersects the y-axis. Okay, so that's always going to be on our y-axis, our up and down one. Okay, also remember that slope is equal to rise divided by the run. So how much we're going to go up or down divided by how much we're going to go to the left or right. Okay, so let's graph line A, and we'll graph this one in blue. It might be helpful for you to use different colors as well so that you know, but I will also label them. Okay, so for line A, our slope is going to be 2, but in order to figure out, in order to be able to use it, we want to have rise over run. So we need to make this into a fraction. So we're going to say that this is 2 divided by 1. Okay, and remember that this is our rise, and this is our run. Okay, they're both positive, so we're going to go up and to the right. Okay, but first we need to plot a point. In this case, the point we're going to plot is b is equal to 5. So our y-intercept is the point 0, 5. Okay, so if I go over to my graph, I'll have 0 go up 5. Right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, and then from there, I want to go up 2 and to the right 1. Up 2 to the right 1. I could also go down 2 and to the left 1. That'd be like plotting -2 over -1. This would be down, and this would be to the left. Okay, so line A here is going to be like that. It's a little shaky, but you can probably use a straight edge or a ruler to make it a better line. So this is going to be line A. Okay. All right, now for line B, I'll do this one in red. Our slope is equal to 1 over 4. So again, our rise over our run. And it's a positive slope, so we're going to go in the upwards direction. And we'll make sure our slope looks positive at the end. And b is equal to -3, or the point 0, -3. Okay, so we'll start at 0, go down 3 right there on our y-axis. And then we're going to go up 1 over 4. Up 1 over 4. Okay, or we could go down 1 and to the left 4. All right, and this is not a very steep line, but it is positive overall, so we know that we did it correctly. Okay, finally, for line C here, we have our slope, m is going to be 3, which is really 3 over 1. And our y-intercept is, well, there's nothing there, so this is really like adding 0. So our y-intercept is going to be 0, or the point 0, 0. So I'll put that right at 0, 0 at the origin. Okay, and then I'm going to go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, or down 3 over 1 to the left one. Okay, this is line C here. So I guess I could label these line C, and this one is line B. Okay, so we start with the point, our y-intercept, and then we move according to the slope. Now let's look at a couple in point slope form. First, we need to find a point and the slope from the equation, and then we start with the point and move according to the slope. So very similar to slope-intercept form, but we just start with a point that may not be on the y-axis. Okay, but let's remember that in this we have m is still equal to the slope, and then the point x1, comma y1 is a point on the line. Remember, the sign of x, it does not match the sign there. So if we're subtracting, it's actually going to be positive. All right, so let's look at an example here. For line A, we have the slope is going to be equal to, well, it's right there, 2 or 2 over 1. And then our point that we're going to use is going to be, well, we're subtracting 4. So it's going to be 4, comma, and then we're subtracting 1, 1. Okay, so those will be positive. They'll have the opposite signs. Now we're going to start at our point for 1 and move according to the slope. Well, it's rise over run, so we'll go up 2, over to the right 1, up 2 to the right 1. And once we have about 3 points, that's good enough to draw our line here. So I'll say this is line A. Okay, let's look at line B. Here our slope is -3, so that's -3 over 1. That means we're going to go down 3, but only one of them is negative. So we're going to go down 3, and then we're going to go to the right 1. Or we could do +3 over -1, which would mean we would go up 3 and to the left 1. Okay, we can do either of those things. And then our point, or not it's actually our point on our line. Let me erase that for you. Okay, our point on the line is going to be, well, we're subtracting -2. This is x minus -2. So it's going to be -2, comma, and then y minus 5, -2, 5. Okay, so we'll start at -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. -2 in the x direction, 5 in the y direction. And then we're going to go down 3 to the right 1, down 3 to the right 1. We could also go up 3 and to the left 1. Okay, and that looks like negative slope overall, so that we know we did it correctly. So this is line B. Okay, finally we have line C here. Our slope, well, we don't really have a number there, but it's really going to be an invisible 1. So our slope is going to be -1 over 1. Okay, and then our point, well, we'll use the opposite sign, so that's x minus -6 and y minus -4. So we'll start at our point -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -4, right there, -6 in the y, -4 in the, or -6 in the x, -4 in the y. And then we're going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1. We could also go up 1 to the left 1. Okay, and that would be our line overall, right there. Okay, this is line C. All right, so same thing. We start with the point and move according to the slope. And our point just happens to not be our y-intercept. Okay, finally, we are going to graph a line in standard form. So to graph a line in standard form, we have a couple options. We can either 1, make a table of values and then plot the points, or 2, we can rewrite the equation in slope-intercept form. I will do an example of both so that we know how to do both of those. Okay, but I'm going to start with rewriting the equation into slope-intercept form. So if this is our line, line A, the first thing we want to do to rewrite this into slope-intercept form is subtract x on both sides. We need to move the x back over to the other side. So those will cancel out. We'll have -2y equals -x plus 18. And then we can divide by -2 on both sides. Make sure we divide every term by -2. We get y is equal to 1/2 x, because that's -1x divided by -2. And 18 divided by -2 is -9. Okay, so now that we've written it into this new form, we can determine that our slope is 1/2, and our y-intercept, our b, is -9, so that'll be the point 0, -9, and now we can graph it. So we'll start at -9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, right down here, -9 on our y-axis, and then we're going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, okay, and that will be our line. Okay, this is line A. All right, I'm going to do that same method here again for line B, is rewrite it into slope-intercept form. So we'll move our x term over. So we'll end up with 3y is equal to -3x minus 6. And then we'll divide everything by 3 to get the y all by itself. So we get that y is equal to -3 divided by 3 is -1, so that's just -x. And -6 divided by 3 is -2. So our slope is going to be equal to -1, or -1 over 1. And our y-intercept, our b, is equal to -2, or the point 0, -2. So we'll start at the point 0, -2, and then we're going to go down 1 to the right one, down 1 to the right one, or we could go up 1 to the left one, up 1 to the left one, and that will be our line, line B. Okay. And then for this last one, I'm going to do the table of values method. So I will just pick some values for x, and then figure out what our y's are, our outputs. I'm just going to do 3. I'm going to do -2, 0, and +2. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to substitute my x values into my equation. So I'll have 4 times -2 plus y equals 3, and then I need to solve for y. So this is -8 plus y equals 3, and then to get y by itself, I will add 8 to both sides. So then I end up with y is equal to 11. So if x is -2, y is 11. And then if x is 0, we'll have 4 times 0 plus y equals 3. That will be 0 plus y equals 3, equals 3. So we know y equals 3 when x equals 0. And then we'll have +2. We have 4 times 2 plus y equals 3. That'll be 8 plus y equals 3. Subtract 8 on both sides. We get that y is equal to -5 if x is equal to 2. Okay, and now I can plot those points and graph my line. So I'll have -2, 11. -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just slightly above the graph there, but that's okay. And then I have 0, +3, and 2, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to kind of cross over some of our other lines there. But this is our line C. Okay, and we graph that by making a table of values. All right, so each way you can graph your line is a little bit different, but we can still graph any line depending, no matter what form it is in for linear equations. All right, now for our joke of the day. Why are celebrities so cool? Because they have a lot of fans. Thanks for watching and have a great day.